10 a.m. I gotta finish editing yesterday's vlog still, but today we're gonna do the insulation for the box truck, so that'll be good. But first we're gonna be taking the dogs out, and I'm gonna probably eat some breakfast too, so. Okay, unfortunately it's a little bit colder today, so I'm going to try and get this done real quick because I don't want to be out here in the cold all day. But, yeah, we've got our insulation inside, how we're going to get it done. First we're going to take all this shit out that we don't need so we can work easily. Starting by removing some of this unnecessary glue, like this stuff here. It's going to get in the way of me laying my insulation. There's also things like these nails that I just want to get pulled out again. Not only for the insulation purposes, but also just so that it's nice and safe back here. Other things that need to happen, like screws like this, they need to be screwed in flush. There's some wiring. I gotta get it tested. I've got a voltmeter up front that I just want to make sure that none of these are live before I start ripping them off the ceiling. Yeah, other than that, we're just gonna get rolling. Quick update on the situation. Still just chipping along at this stuff. It looks like they used some kind of wood glue on the walls, and it's really thick, and I want to get it as flat as I can easily. It's been kind of a pain in the ass so far, but we're just going to keep working at it. And it's not going to be perfectly flat, to be honest, and it's not going to be a big issue. I figure worst case, if it's not as flat as I wanted, I can get some furring strips. Or not furring strips, but yeah, I don't know what they're called. Those little slats of wood they sell at Menards. I can just use them to raise up the 1x, and that way we can have the siding actually sit flush, the paneling rather, and yeah, then it'll look fine in the end. So as long as it's covered up, it'll look fine. Okay, I got these light fixtures pulled off the roof. They were just actually in there. They didn't actually do anything. I'd been testing them, and I actually checked with the voltmeter. Just to make sure that none of the lines were hot. I went ahead and removed the old lines that were up there. That's why they're all over the floor. This, unfortunately, whoever wired this used pigtail connectors, which is the stupidest thing ever for something that runs into here and under the seam. That's not something I'm going to be taking off, so I went ahead and just snipped it, and there's no other connection in there, so it's just going to sit in there for the rest of its life. What I'm going to start doing is with this wall here, I'm going to measure where we're going to put the studs, and then we're going to get them cut up, and then we'll cut the insulation, and we should be rolling here. Okay, so like I already said, they are pre-cut. They fit nice and snugly. The other ones are pre-cut for each of the lengths too. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3 screws, 2, 3, I don't know, top, middle, bottom, and that should hold it in just fine, and then that way I'll be able to mount the paneling right against it. You get the idea. So I think I'm gonna call this series "How Not to Build a Van." Just today, I just realized I messed up. These studs, I thought I measured them out correctly for the right numbers. However, instead of making 6 of the medium length ones, I made 6 of the short length ones, which means these ones are supposed to have one medium one here, and then one short one, and then the rest mediums. So I'm going to have to recut these. There's just a couple things I forgot to consider, but this is a great time to stress how important it is to measure twice, cut once, because, you know, I do have enough wood that it won't be an issue. Okay, so it's now Thursday, and I'm still not done with the installation. I work a busy work week. I have an 8 to 5, so that's what we're doing today. Hopefully I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to get started on it right now. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to lay my insulation and all this happens. I'm going to try finishing sweeping and hopefully it'll stop sprinkling, that way I can keep working. I can still work in here, I just can't really film. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I wanted to show you how I'm cutting the insulation. It's really basic. Those are about 15.5 inches apart. So I'm just measuring down and slicing them. Not beautifully straight, but if they don't fit perfectly, because some of my studs aren't like perfect 90 either, you just trim the sides, super easy. So okay, so it's now Saturday morning. As you can see, I don't remember if I showed you this or not, but I have gotten a little bit done on the insulation. Come on, there you go. So there's only 2 more panels on this wall I need to do, and I still gotta do most of this wall. But we're gonna get that done this morning. Foam, like any spray foam, to fill in any of these gaps on the walls. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm just gonna be filling up the gaps on the walls, and I've got tape to go over it all, so it'll make kind of a little bit of a water barrier, and tape will also help hold all the insulation to the wall, since I'm not going to be using anything else to adhere it. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so sorry it's a little dark in here. This is how it looks with the finished insulation. As you can see, I got it on both sides now, all the way down. Again, yeah, it's pretty dark by now. And I've got it all along the ceiling, except for the cab over. I didn't insulate that. It's also insulated, you know, beyond the door and everything. So I'm liking how it looks so far. That's all we got for now. I'm going to be putting siding on it pretty soon here. And yeah, I'll just check back in with you when I get inside. Okay, so we didn't get as much done on the van this weekend as I wanted to. I also didn't get as much recording as I wanted to. I'm still kind of working things out, like I said. I'm also still coming up with ideas for vlogs. I want to figure out how I can incorporate more of my personal life into my vlogs, just so you get kind of more of an idea of like who I am as a person and, you know, the lifestyle I live. However, right now, the build does take up a lot of my time, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. I think right now I'm just going to keep going with the format I've got, showing you guys my build, and yeah, we'll just keep rolling with that, and once we get done with the build, we'll just go from there. Especially once I move into my van, there will be a lot of, I think, interesting aspects of my life that I'll have to change and that you guys will be interested in seeing, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you next time.